Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy and I am the owner and proprietor of Peace, Love, and Glitter Creations. And this is my first tutorial. I'm so excited and I am so grateful that you are joining me. This is the first of a two-part tutorial where we will be focusing on creating this adorable little ombre tumbler using small vinyl sheets from Glamour Tribe Vinyl. I will be linking all the products that I use in the description of this video. This little tumbler is the perfect size for your morning coffee and it sits right in your cup holder. So if you're ready, let's go. To start, we sand and prep a 16-ounce Tipsy Magnolia tumbler with Rust-Oleum's 2X in lavender mist. Once that's dry, I go in and add approximately 12 milliliters of Artistry Epoxy's UV+. I like the regular set epoxy when I'm doing ombres because it gives me a little bit more time to work with my glitter. I always start with my darkest glitter at the bottom and work up to my lightest at the top. I know there are people that do it the other way, and you just have to find what works best for you. There is no one right way to do an ombre, and no two ombres are ever alike. Trust your process. I put my glitter into a little Dixie cup instead of using the jar. I think it gives me a little bit more control over where my glitter goes. Now I start with doing the bottom ridge of my tumbler. I will go in later and do a UV resin glitter booty in that open space right at the bottom. Once that's done, I will go in and do a solid band of the darker color right at the bottom, keeping my cup flat above my work surface and making that band approximately 1 inch to 1.5 inches wide. I'm using 4 colors on this cup, so I don't want to use too much of one color right up the bat. Again, my cup is flat over my work surface, and I'm a little closer with my glitter so that I can control the width of that band a little better. I shake and twist as I go to shake off that excess glitter. And I try to make that band as even a width as possible. So I'm going to set that glitter aside for now. And go in with my next color. All the colors I'm using are from Cami Page Boutique's Glitter Bar, and I will list them all in the comments along with a discount code. This is Dusk Till Dawn, and I actually go in above my first band of color and leave a little bit of an open space between the two where I'm going to mix my glitters and go in and try to blend from the lighter to the darker color. This pair of colors proved to be a bit of a challenge this time around, and you'll see that I go back and I rework these a couple of times as I'm working my way through the cup to try to get as seamless a blend as possible. That's the part of ombre that gets better the more you practice it, but sometimes you still just have to trust that process and work through it and rework through it and just keep putting that glitter in place. So now this is one of my favorite things when blending colors. I'm going to take that excess glitter that's on my paper and very carefully going to take that piece of paper, which was still attached to the ones below it, and while holding on to my tumbler, I'm going to pour that into my Dixie cup. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I am not terribly coordinated, so the fact that I did that without dropping the tumbler or spilling all of the glitter was kind of a miracle. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to add a little bit more of my Dusk Till Dawn to this mixture, trying to get it kind of a 50-50 to put in that blank space between the two bands. Now what I didn't realize is there's a lot of brown in that Dusk Till Dawn, and it still kind of gave me a definite line between the two colors as opposed to a nice blend, which is why you'll see I go back and I rework this one a little bit more than I normally would. Right now I have my cup at a pretty good angle, and I'm letting that mixture just kind of drape itself down the cup in between the lighter and the darker of the two glitter colors. My glitter's a little bit higher above my cup, and my cup's at quite a big angle. I'm going to tap that, give it a good tap. I'm still not totally satisfied, so I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that blend. And sometimes it happens, you just get two colors that you think will play together, and they just don't play as well. So I decide to go back in and beef up that brown a little bit. And I'm going to put it in my mixture and put it right along that line. Still trying to get a smooth transition. Finally, I decide to set that aside for a while and go on to my next color. Sometimes I find when I'm doing an ombre, if I'm struggling with the blend and I just sort of move on, I can come back to it and finish it up with a little clearer mind and clearer eye. This next color that I'm using is Summer's End, also from Cami Page Glitter Bar. And it played very well with Dusk Till Dawn. And this blend was a little more seamless and a little smoother transition between the two. You can see I've got my cup up at a pretty good angle. My glitter's far above the cup, and now I'm letting it just sort of drape itself all the way down. Some of it actually went down into the darkest color, and I think that went a long way into smoothing out that transition that I had been struggling with. I'm a little out of frame there, and I apologize. Going back in with a little more of the Dusk Till Dawn because it kind of got lost. Again, this is a benefit of using the regular set epoxy because you've got time to work your glitter. pretty satisfied with that blend now. A couple more shakes of the Summer's End. And it is time to move on to our lightest color. The last color I'm using is Cowboy Colada, and it is a beautiful sandy gold color. And again, it worked really, really well with the Summer's End. I did struggle a little bit with the bottle itself. It's a little bit chunkier glitter, and so it was kind of persnickety about coming out of the bottle. You can see me giving it a solid shake here. Get out, get out. But it blended nicely. And I think I finally decided to just use the regular pour. Now I'm tilting it at an angle. I'm high above my cup, and I'm letting that glitter just sort of drape itself down the cup. And that makes that blend easy to achieve. You kind of want a nice smooth segue in between your colors. My cup is almost straight up and down there, and I'm just adding a tiny bit more of the Cowboy Colada and checking it out to see how I'm liking the blend. So here I am working that bottom half a little bit more just to see if I can make that transition a little smoother. It's the only part of the cup that I really wasn't satisfied with. But I finally feel like it's coming together. I like your eye to just not know when it's moved from one color to the next. And one more time. So I'm going to take one last look at everything and make sure it's the way I like it. And there we have our ombre cup. Friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.